So today I've got an exciting new addition to my layout. This is Lionel's Union Pacific SD70 ACE, the number 1943, the Spirit of the Union Pacific. I just received this just the other day, and to tell you a little bit of, there's really not too much history to go over, but this engine was unveiled in October of 2016 down in San Antonio. And it's Union Pacific's 16th commemorative locomotive that they've got on their roster in their 150 plus year history. So I'm not going to be going over the details of this engine in the usual manner that I do on my reviews, because I've already done a review on this engine on the Lionel's SD70 ACE a couple months ago. And if you guys want to watch that, you just click on the link on the upper right hand corner of your screen. Instead, I'm going to be talking about the specific colors and what they mean, because there's a lot of meaning behind all the different colors on this engine. So this engine commemorates a Boeing B-17 bomber that was christened in 1943, hence why the engine is numbered 1943. The Boeing B-17 was called the Spirit of the Union Pacific, and that's why it's named the way it is. So different sections of the locomotive cover the different parts of the armed forces. So starting with the front, you've got the blue nose sash with the Spirit of the Union Pacific written on the side, and the font that's written in is the exact font that was written on the B-17. That font was actually hand-drawn onto the B-17, so they mimicked that font that was on the B-17. Then then you have the number 1943, again commemorating the B-17 that was christened in 1943. So directly behind the cab, you've got the red stripe. That is the Coast Guard, and behind the red stripe is the gray. They call it battleship gray, and that represents the Navy. And then you have Union Pacific standard wavy American flag on top of the battleship gray. Behind the battleship gray at the back of the locomotive, you've got the camouflage, which represents the Army and the Marines, and it says up top, it says "Support our troops." And behind that, in the back corner, it says "Building America" with the Union Pacific logo. And finishing up with the back of the locomotive, you've got the military missing in action logo right above the rear headlight, and the 1943 on either side of the locomotive of that missing in action logo. Like I said before, this locomotive literally just hit the store shelves a couple days ago. This engine is from Lionel's 2018 Volume 1 catalog. I ordered it back in March. And MTH released their version back over the summer. So theirs has been out for a couple months, and this just came out. But I decided to order this version, the Lionel's version, as opposed to MTH's version, because I want to be able to run this with my 844 locomotive, do a lash up, because I know Union Pacific has run this with their 844. I've seen videos on YouTube with it, so I think it would look pretty cool to run them together. So yeah, I did have to wait a couple more months after MTH released theirs. But anyway, this is a standard Lionel Legacy locomotive with all the Legacy features. It's got the Odyssey Speed 2 control. It also has the Bluetooth capability, so you can run this engine from your iPhone, iPad, or Android smart device. It can also be run from Lionel's new Lion Chief Plus universal controller. So it gives you some good flexibility as far as running this engine. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see this. Let's see this thing run.
This is the yard office. Do you read me? I copy that. Over. Stand by for track orders. Over. Yes, sir. Start up and stand by. Out. Dispatcher, my fuel's full.
so that concludes this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell so you can be notified when new videos come out. And take care.